Hello creation, hope you're well. I've just written this, it's just come through, it's only a short paragraph. It's called We Need Not. We need not seek but one to blame as the shaman dances around the naked flame. We need not the finger of blame to point, nor seek the need for a soul to anoint. We need not our actions to justify, nor submit to pressures to testify. We need not perform to expectant demand, nor to surrender to seat whence preferred the stand. We need not open the door when opportunity knocks, nor smile and carry on after our world is rocked. We need not say yes when urged to do so, and when cometh the storm upon ship at sea, refuse to stay below. We need not sleep when 'tis expected, nor like it when the soul's rejected. We need not, because we all have choice. 'Tis up to you whether you use your voice. Isn't that the truth? You know, there's many who don't use the voice. There's many who don't stand in the power. There's many who just go along with what's expected of them by others. There's many. You know, I can't say I'm not guilty of that, to keep the peace, as it were. Sometimes, it seems there can be, a rule for one in their world, and yours doesn't matter so much when you're expected to answer the call, as it were. So it's up to each individual as to whether you find your voice or use your voice. And there's been mentioned before, there can be many reasons why you no longer seemingly have one. Life itself, all those tests, trials, tribulations, could have just worn you down that much that you've just thought, what? Whatever. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Yeah, okay. That's being resigned, isn't it? Is that really living in your power? Maybe it's what you need at that time. Maybe it's just what the soul needs at that time. Maybe it is actually a way of standing in your power by seemingly avoiding conflict, just going along with it. But that's your choice. At the end of it, it always comes down to your choice. It's your choice. No one can make you do anything. You have a voice. It's up to you whether you choose to use it or not. That's the thing. Sometimes it is easier, given circumstance that you may find yourself in at that particular time, knowing that should you just said, you know what, no, that it would cause conflict. Should we worry about that? Not really. Not really. None of us should do anything that we don't really want to do. Not really. It's down to our choice, because no one else is in your body. but you. No one else is experiencing your feelings or thoughts or emotions but you. So, if it's easier for you, if you think on your journey at that particular time that it's easier for you to just go along with the flow and avoid the conflict, because for one thing, you might not have the energy to face that, what needs to be done. And do you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Because eventually one day you will have that energy and something will say, enough, that's it, enough. And that's when you'll get your voice back. That's when you'll say no, 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 I need not. And if you're representing someone else, if they're in your care, then you can say no, we need not. It's all about using your discernment, isn't it? Using your judgment. And learning about your energies and what's acceptable to you. And like I say, sometimes you just might not have the energy just to say, do you know what, no. Knowing that it would cause conflict. Because that's one of the three avoid at all costs, isn't it? Avoid all negative people, places and situations. So by doing that, you may well be. But then again, in saying that, you see, there's fors and againsts with this, isn't there? It's all a matter of opinion, really. It's whatever works for you. Each individual on your journey. It is. Some may say, well, you're not standing in your power then, because you're just going with that and you're doing with what's expected of you by others, you know. Like I say, you might not have that energy. You might be in a place on your journey where you just, you know, it could be building up to that time when you actually do get your voice back. You know, it's all preparation. A lot of it's preparation for us to become our best version. And I can guarantee you, your best version will be able to stand in your own power, will be able to use your voice, will be able to say no, I need not, or we need not, when the time comes. Without a doubt. But that's up to each and every individual on your own personal journeys. No one can do for you, only that you can do. And what's that, you might say? It's learning your strengths, learning your powers, implementing your strengths, implementing your power when the time comes. There's only you who knows what your limits are, what your boundaries are, what you will accept. You upon your own personal journey. So, there is no right, there is no wrong, there's only action, reaction, consequences, I've said before, as has been said before, and opinion. But there's one thing that matters more than anything, and that's love. And we need to love ourselves. We need to learn to love ourselves, and by learning to love ourselves, that's when we can make those decisions one way or another, what's best for us, ourselves. And if we need to say I need not or we need not, then that's what must be said. Anyway, I hope this helps someone along your journey. Alright, take care.